You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times have you been told girls don't do that? Like, I literally have heard it so much that I'm like, dang, I don't do that. Like, no.
I do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I need to go where her daddy's at.
I mean,
I'm going to that house.
It depends on the house dynamics because
Okay.
I came from a household where we had 7 girls and only 4 boys.
Okay.
So he raised more girls than boys. So he understood the womanhood more than manhood because he would sit there and he'd be like, Zena, do you need a pad? Are you okay? Let's go let's go to Walgreens. Let's go grab you one.
Mm-hmm.
Or he'll ask me, do you have a boyfriend? Who is this guy? What are you? Why do you, like, you know, that's the type of relationship I have with my dad. Like, personally, I can talk to him about anything.
That's awesome.
And he loves when he feels it's like I'm comfortable. Yeah. Because who are you gonna tell if you can't tell your dad? That is a question.
I mean, okay, so this is unique. My father passed away when I was younger, so I didn't have him, but I had my uncle. But I talk to my uncle about anything. He'll talk to me about his love life. I'll talk to him about my love life. Not like descriptively, but I'll tell him, I'll be like, yo, I'm talking to this dude, right? And I'll be like, so he did this, and he didn't text me back last night. So what you think that mean? And he'll be like, man, that's a player right there. You know? He'll be like, that's the same thing I would have done. You feel me? And he'll give me the real deal, and I'll be like, all right, you're right. Right. So it's like, but I wonder if I don't know if I talk to him like that if he was my daddy. You know what I'm saying? He's my uncle, so I can leave and go home. Like, you know, I talk to him more about stuff than I would talk to my mother about, because, like...
Yeah.
I mean, there is a line that you don't pass with your dad.
Of course.
But,
with
I think... with my dad, like, with my mom, you can go the whole...
You can kind of go there.
You can go.
You can kind of go there.
But you can
kind of go there.
Your dad's like, you just ruined my image.
Yeah, he'll be like,
where's
that guy? Like, can I kill him?
Who's his dad? Take me to his house.
Can I kill him? Like,
you know what I mean?
I think...
But, like, I get really happy when I hear, like, stuff like that, especially within our community, the Somali community. Like, my dad passed away, but I never really got to have to talk with him, nor did I have to talk with my mom or, like, anyone, period. I just had to talk with my girls. But when I hear that, like, you guys saw my face, I was really excited, I was happy.
Because
I'm going over there.
Yeah, why is it looked down upon for them to be expressive of their emotions, the issues they go through, and all those?
Like, it's like everything, no, not even just in public, just like
to other men.
Right now, if I felt like someone of the opposite gender did something to me and I felt uncomfortable and I wanted to share it with someone,
why is it discouraged?
It's discouraged.
Why?
And it's my fault, and I should be strong, and I should keep my head high, and I should keep going.
Yep.
Well, women are allowed to express all types of emotion as long as, you know what I'm saying, they're not victimized in it, because men don't want to feel... Once you victimize yourself in any situation, then there has to be someone responsible, because you're the victim.
Yes.
And in situations where men would be responsible, they don't want to take that type of accountability. So,
but it's always, even women themselves make it the woman's fault.
Well, because they're trained to do such. You know what I mean?
They're perpetuating the
system
that's already in.
You know, it's slut shaming. It's saying, you know, the girl got it, she deserved it because of what she was dressed as. Women are allowed to be emotional, but once it reaches depression, it's because we're not able to control our emotions. It becomes... I don't know what that means, but that. So it's basically like we are allowed to be these creatures as long as we're not flawed. Like, there's this sense of perfection, this responsibility not to... It's like not to stress your man out. That's the you know what I mean?
And like I feel like the
don't be a
best
burden.
word
Don't be a burden.
Don't be a burden, and the best word to really describe us is like resilient. Right?
But that's not the word they want to use.
They don't want to use that.
They don't want to use
but
resilient.
they want you to be that.
But they want you to be that.
They want you to be that.
Tú me quieres blanca. You want me pale.
Yeah.
Sí.
So
you want me to be perfecta. You want me to be all of these things, but you can't handle it when I fall less than that.
And I don't want to give you credit for it, but I want you to be it.
Exactly.
Right. So you're supposed to work, not have maternity leave, have a child, be emotionally connected to the child, be a great mother, not a good mother, a great mother, not have a nanny, but not have maternity leave for a long enough time to even connect with the child.
And make your money.
And make that money. And add to your household. And
take care of your husband.
And then not be emotionally distraught. Like, you can't break down. Oh, she's weak. She couldn't handle it.
God forbid that.
Motherhood's not for everyone. These are the things that people say.
We forget. Do you guys forget that we're humans?
No, because I don't know. I feel like there's this like complex with men where, because all men have a mother, at some point, no matter what, motherhood's a fact, right? Yep. Because all men have a mother, to me, I remember this man said, my first concept of God was my mother, because that was the first thing that I could see that nurtured me, that I loved so much, that I knew loved me unconditionally, that even if she was mad at me, if I got hurt, I wanted to hold me. So you look at women, and you're at this age where women are everything to you. I mean, your mom is the closest thing to God that you can have.
In our religion, like, heaven is under your mom's feet. That's what you kiss your mom's feet.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's that, and then you get to this age where it's like, nah, they ain't nothing. No, you don't have to raise her to that standard. Now you're better. You're the, you know what I mean? So it's like men go through this thing where I feel like they want us to still be their mothers. They still want us to be these God-like creatures or that perfection because they have that example. But then they also, you know what I mean? They kind of look at us as weaker creatures, which is kind of absurd.
But I feel like women are actually stronger.
There's no way we're the weaker creature. There's just no way.
And my thing is not even with men. Like, honestly, like I've surpassed that. My thing is, women thinking it's okay for you to treat me like how males treat me. That's my thing. But then, or for you to make comments like that.
But then I always bring it back to, what are people being fed, though?
Yeah.
What
are the messages?
What's the messages that you're constantly receiving? Yep. It's almost like they're brainwashed to a degree. Like, if you're not trying to read outside of that or look outside of that,
if you're not willing to consider,
everyone's forcing you to believe that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're super sexualized. Like, our culture's super sexualized. Girls were sexualized super young. So we become objects super early. So we lose this sense of value because we're objectified constantly. You have these little pageant girls that it's awkward for me. It's like, guys, y'all gotta chill. This is a little baby.
Go to the park.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta chill. This is a little baby. And it's like, they don't do that. Little boys aren't in this position where they become vulnerable like that. You know what I mean? Where they're like...
Oh, there's another thing. Toxic masculinity.
Facts. It's like this thing where, like, you know, men are just... You know, little boys are meant to be. They can't cry. They need to be strong.
The only anger they express is, the only emotion they express is anger.
And if it's in sports, it's okay, but it's not in any other realm.
Yep. Right.
And so we're already put in this position where, like, I'm a victim. I, you know what I mean? Little girls are victims. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whenever you think of rape, which there's something sick about that too. I never think of rape. If someone says rape to me, I would never. The first thing think is that it happened to a boy.
Yeah. You guys don't believe in rape on opposite ends.
I do. I feel like
I completely believe that, but people don't. Men don't. I don't think
men don't even want to believe that.
Men want to believe that.
Men, it happens to them, and they don't even want to believe
because
that.
I feel like men are taught that they're supposed to love that. They're supposed to like just. How do you not want that?
It's like this lady. She was in a relationship with a 16-year-old boy.
But it was cool for...
Was his dad supposed to be giving him high fives that he was with an older woman, or was he supposed to be concerned that his child was being raped by an older woman? But would he ever use the word rape? No.
But let's
is
look
it
at
rape though?
Let's talk about it though.
Okay, wait.
It's rape.
Underage, yes.
It's rape.
No, hold on, but do you know? Well, how do you know how?
If it was a girl, it'd be rape.
He's probably putting up.
If it was a girl, it'd be rape. But
if it was a boy,
he's getting high five.
If it was a girl, it'd be rape.
Like, he's a man.
But how do you know if the boy? No. But how do you know if the boy actually feels that way? Because men have an issue expressing the fact that they're getting raped.
You're not wrong because there are men that I know that have said, one of the reasons why they battle with their sexuality is because they were molested by women as kids. So they have this like messed up view on their sexuality. So, but my point is that even in this discussion right now, if you have a little boy and an older woman, you're automatically, something in you is assuming he wanted that. But it doesn't matter what you tell me. If you say a 16-year-old girl and a 35-year-old man, you're disgusted right away because you're assuming he's the stronger person. So even in a situation where the woman's older, the little boy is still stronger. A little boy. My uncle goes to me, I lost my virginity when I was like 13. I'm like, who you lost your virginity to? oh, the maid in Haiti. And I'm just like, how old was the maid? Oh, like 25. And I'm like, that's rape.
Yeah.
And he goes, nah, that's not rape. You know, we all did it. I'm like, nah, bro, that's not normal, bro.